Alright, so what's going on with all you sexy, messy, flexy, pexy motherfuckers? It's your boy T-Dub, aka Mr. Buttersmooth, back on the mic once again. And today, we're here with some Xenoverse 2 news. So, first of all, I'm going to break down the gameplay that we got from the E3 quote-unquote trailer today, and then I'm going to talk about the news that we got. This video is probably going to be pointless though, because in about 1 or 2 days, we're probably going to have some more news. If not though, we'll have some more at TGS and Anime Expo. So, hey, this is the Xenoverse 2 news that we have right now. So let's go about the gameplay. The gameplay didn't impress me. I was just like, okay, like, I mean, I wasn't expecting the gameplay to be vastly different. I was expecting it to be like this. The only problem was I thought maybe they would have showed me a little bit more. I don't know. I was personally expecting 2 things, and this would have got me hyped if I would have seen them. And one of them I couldn't have seen because they didn't show the HUD, so I wouldn't know if this is true or not. But I want them to bring the stamina system from the very early Xenoverse builds back. We'll talk about that in another video. And another thing I want from the very early Xenoverse builds was free canceling. Like, you could cancel almost anything in like the earlier builds. And I was hoping they'd show us that, but I don't know if they added it in, or if they didn't. We'll see later. We'll see later. But I don't know. I hope they don't keep the same stamina system, because that stamina system sucks. Like, it sucks balls. And the way they had it originally was so much better. And if they're actually listening to fan feedback, I think they know that. Like, they know that we liked the earlier stamina system. But anyways though, there are some new mechanics that I did miss. I did see the dash, the new dash, where it's like, what's it called? You can be standing perfectly still, and you can dash behind an opponent. I did see that. I did not catch, however, the double charge hit. Like, if you notice with Gohan, when he broke Turles' guard, he broke his guard, and then he had another charge hit. And I think that actually is something that we can pull off. I don't think that's exclusive to him, because if you notice, just like with the regular charge hit, the regular charge hit has a blue aura around the hand. The secondary charge hit has like an orange aura, and I think it'd be like freaking OP if it was just like, not Ultimate Gohan, Future Gohan was the only person that got that. I think that's something new for everybody, which is actually good. Other than that, they didn't introduce any new mechanics. They improved upon mechanics. I was really debating people like earlier about that. I was like, those mechanics aren't new though. Like, the pursuit mechanic is not new. That is in Xenoverse. There are 2 ways you can do pursuits. 3. There's one where it's inside the combo. There's another one where if you hit them away, you can press over an X and you dash behind them. It's just that in this version, there's a slightly different camera. And there's one where if you hit them away, you can press X and you dash up to them and hit them, and then you can continue the combo. So it's like, there are pursuit methods in Xenoverse, so no, that is not a new mechanic for Xenoverse 2. That is something they just improved upon. They improved upon the way the camera works, and I'm pretty sure you can do it at any time now. I don't know though, because if you look at Gohan, he kicked you away and then he did it. So I don't know if that's just something you can do after any combo now, or do you still have to press like triangle and circle for PlayStation controls to hit them away and then do it? I don't know, but they just pretty much improved the camera. Yeah, that's one major thing they did fix. That's one thing I did see that they fixed, the camera issues, and that fixes like how characters hit each other and stuff like that. But then again, with Xenoverse 1, they weren't really missing each other when we saw the gameplay, so we actually got to play the gameplay for ourselves. It looks a lot smoother, but at the same time, it looks like the characters actually have some weight to them this time, which is actually pretty good. But I mean, I can't say anything much else about the gameplay. Like, a lot of people are like acting like this is the second coming of Jesus. Like, this is just amazingness. And like, it's okay. It's decent. I mean, it's cool. Whatever. I just need to see more, because they didn't really. Like, I put down on what's on Twitter. I was very disappointed at first. Like, my first viewing of the gameplay, I was very disappointed. I was like, I didn't see any new mechanics. Like I did after I rewatched it a few times, but at first I really didn't see anything different besides the camera work and the graphics. I was like, I mean, cool. People were like, oh, it's new combo strings. Let me ask you something. How are you gonna judge whether there are new combo strings from unexisting characters in Xenoverse 1? If Future Gohan and Turles do not exist in Xenoverse 1, how are you gonna say that there are new combo strings? That could just be their regular combos. You have no idea about that. I would imagine that Dimps would put in new combo strings, but you can't say anything like that. Like, you can't say that because there's no way you can tell that. Anyways, though, onto the news. Kanton City is the new city, and it's 7 times bigger than Toki Toki City, which is actually pretty huge because Toki Toki City was a decent sized hub world. And if this is gonna be 7 times Toki Toki City, my lord, that is huge. So yeah, that's good. Apparently it's gonna fit 300 people on a server, which a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's so laggy. But you gotta imagine, didn't Xenoverse 1 take up like 150 people on a server? Just because it's a server doesn't mean you can see them physically in Toki Toki City. Like, a lot of those people could have been in single lobbies, but they were still on one server. So just because they're on the server doesn't mean you're gonna see them in Toki Toki City necessarily. Like, they could be in a match, they could be anywhere. That's what I'm saying. So 300 people in a 7 times bigger world is not a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure they can handle it. Toki Toki City really didn't lag like that on PS4, so it was just on Xbox One. It lagged like shit on Xbox One, but on PS4, I've never experienced like a lot of slowdown on Toki Toki City. So Kanton City, cool, whatever. It's supposed to get like a year's worth of support, so I guess that's like patches and stuff like that. But they said the same thing about Xenoverse 1, so I don't believe that at all, because we definitely didn't get a year's worth. We got like 5-6 months worth, so whatever. Apparently each race actually gets different things depending on the quest. Dimps, please take that fucking RNG out. But that's cool. That gives you an incentive to figure out which race you want to actually play as when you start the game up. So that is actually a very nice incentive, and that actually gives you a reason to create a character of every race, because if you're going for the 100%, you have to create a character of every race to get everything that they offer in the quest, and that is good. Thank you, Dimps. Apparently there's a school of training. I guess that's gonna be like where Orange High School is, and they're maybe gonna make that the school of training, which is cool. That way, I hope this is what they do. 2 things. 1, add in a training mode there, and 2, make that be where all the masters are at all times. Like, they're always there, and you could just go up, and when you're at a certain level, and you can just go up to a master and start training under them. That is the best way to do it. Dimps, please do it. Other than that, though, can't really say anything else. I'm looking forward. Apparently, according to Rhyme Style, we're getting a lot of information in these next few weeks. It's supposed to be coming out. The description of the gameplay video said autumn, but they're still saying winter in the press release. So I'm assuming like October, November ish. I don't think December anymore, but October, November. I personally think that's too early, but hey, whatever, we'll see how they do. Anyways though, this has been your boy T-Dub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.